Okay, honey, we are back. So we were just talking about um the big schism. Dun dun dun. Okay. And also with this card, there's another shadow side, so it's kind of like meh. Some people deal with it, not necessarily, and they definitely don't talk about it if they are dealing with it. And it's with the idea with this fall from grace, not getting the validation you deserve, the idea that no one's better than me, no one else can do it, I can do it, no one else is as good as I am, this kind of like smug, I'm the best at this, why don't they see it, they just can't, I'm the best kind of attitude. um Arrogance, smugness kind of deal. I'm not saying that's you or anything, I'm just saying that is there, and it is associated with this card. And if it, just something, if you want to be self reflective, you can, you don't have to. Definitely, if it's not, if you know it's not you, if you know that's not part of who you are, then don't worry about it at all. Disregard that message. Um, but moving on to clarify another double, um, and King of Wands is next. And I thought it was odd enough, though. King of Wands, baboom, arrogant. He's impulsive. He is hasty. He's high expectations. What else do I have on here? That he's passionate. He's pushy. I also have the lyrics of "Don't stop till you get enough." People, when the bones don't stop, don't stop till you get enough. Um, and then I got this. You're not quite ready. Not quite ready to be a leader. You've got the vision, you've got the determination, but it's like you need a mentor. You need that someone to give you that extra little bit of guidance, that little bit like of just like the nudge in this direction, the nudge in that direction, just to maybe like to give you those extra pointers and things like where you're lacking, because the things you're lacking, you're gonna need those things, and like I couldn't, and then here, like I said, don't set unrealistic expectations for you or others. And then I went to clarify your next card, your Ten of Wands, and that's going to be burden, extra responsibility, hard work, competition. And then I pull up mine, which is handwritten on there, and it's got things like exhausted, heavy, lots of burden. I can't read that. Still can't read that. Oh, no idea what that one is, but this one I love. Remember why you're doing this. I think that's really important. Remember why you're doing this. So that way, when you're in the heat of it all, when you're like losing your mind, remember why you're doing this. What else here? Now this could sometimes this shows up when we know we're willing to take on the hard work. Asking this this card could be asking you to examine how you could lessen the load, because you are going to burn yourself out if you don't figure out ways to lessen the load on yourself. And this is, by the way, again, just this is happening in like the present time, so be aware that this is now. But and also, as good news. um, Tens in tarot mean the end of a cycle. So, this is something is coming to the end of it. It's good. Keep moving in the same trajectory. Keep doing what you've been doing. And the light at the end of the tunnel is not a train. It is the end. You're working on the right path. Everything's good. So, okay, cool. We're good on time. Now we are going to the Page of Wands, or the Princess of Wands in this card. And she is just inspiration. She's ideas. She's a free spirit. She's got limitless potential, and she's all about discovery. So, like, you have a gift for this. You've got like you have so many ideas that I feel like you're like you must have like, I envision in my head right now a book. You probably have multiple books like that you can like jot things down. Anyway. What is this saying? You have all these ideas and they just keep coming, but they're larger. Oh my goodness, my handwriting is terrible. But then, okay, so yeah, you're a gold mine right now at the moment. I'm going to figure out what that says in a second because I can't read it. But then we have next the Three of Swords in reverse. Which usually that Three of Swords is such a sad card normally, but since it's in reverse, oh no, it's not for you. This is all about optimism, releasing pain, forgiveness, um, and so you might be hypersensitive, not necessarily, but you might be. I know I can be. So people's harsh words, they can be pretty brutal. So try your best to develop a thick skin. And for someone who has like can be hypersensitive, I hate the term fucking I need a thick skin. So I always like to use the analogy to be a duck in the pond. So like if you're in the pond, someone like splashes you with water, just let that water roll right off your back. And I think that fits really well on Lake Duck, don't you think? I've always, you just let that shit roll off your back and keep on grooving, because you don't need that shit. It's also a good time to be like self-reflective. Like if these words are hurtful to you, why do they trigger you? Why do they hurt you so badly? And like and if they are bothering you and stuff like that, and if they aren't serving you, just let it go. And like I put on here, like be like Elsa and just let that shit go. What else? Oh, and here's one. This is also that you have been through a difficult patch. This could be a relationship, a loved one passing on. But this is a reversal. It means that, enough time has passed that you're on the road to wanting to heal. My page don't want to turn. Like, you still need to purge some shit. Like, you've got a lot of pain still, but you're on the road of, like, you're ready to, like, embrace new opportunities. You're ready to let it, like, the pain has lessened enough that you're okay with moving forward from that now, which is really big, because that was pretty heavy. I can feel it in my heart now. That was pretty heavy. And I like this. I think this is a good quote to take with you on that. Like, let the past make you better, not bitter. Like it happened and it's okay, but you don't need to hold any like anger about it. Oh goodness. So let's see. Where are we going next? Oh, the Page of Swords, also known as the Princess of Swords. And we're still good on time. Here she is up here, my little lady. With that fun, almost like candy floss or cotton candy hair if you're here in my part of the world. And she is all about new ideas and thirst for knowledge and new ways of communicating. And all I could do is just say, go for it. If your enthusiasm is too much for some people, go outside, take a walk, go to the pub, have a pint, come back, and tell them get over it. What basically like my books were explaining is like you're gonna be in a place, I think, like where like your ideas, because like your ideas are just bam 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 floating, like flowing, being pages are just like energy all the time. some people might be put off by it. Let them be put off by it. It's fine. Take it in stride. Remember, be that duck in a pond. Let it roll off your back. Go out and let them be all pissed off and acting like kids. Rise above, chill out, enjoy nature for 10 minutes, then come back, get your shit done, and let them look stupid, and keep going. Like that's how that all just makes me feel. Now, next we had Five of Swords. In reverse, I believe. Were you? Hell yeah, you were in reverse. Thank goodness. And this is about reconciliations, making amends, and past resentments. Um, that, ooh, you want that lovely connection again to find compromise. Maybe that part, maybe that's part of this path. Okay, there we go. I can read now. So yeah, whatever connection you had in the past that has split, whether it was a friendship, whether it was a relationship, whether it was like a boss that you were, a boss slash friend, whatever connection that you had that had a really bad just dissolution that was really painful, you at least want to try and just make it friendly, find that common ground again where you can be friends. And because that's something, they suck when you can't even talk to someone when you've had to cut each other out completely. It's no fun. It's no fun at all. And the fact that you get King of Swords coming in right on top of that. King of Swords, he's all about balance, be compassionate, and what's the last thing say? I can't even read it. But he's just in charge of his emotions. So I think that really does balance that out too. So, all right. I have to pause it again. I'm sorry, but we'll be right back. And we're going to be picking up with Nine of Swords. All right, see you in just a minute, Susan.